Welcome Math 136 students to the Module 1A problem of the week. So we have an equation here, a quadratic equation that we are going to solve by factoring. And I chose this problem because unfortunately I see students solving this problem incorrectly and I've been seeing it for a number of years. So we are not only going to look at how to successfully complete this problem, but also the error prevention and looking at what I unfortunately see students do incorrectly. Let's start with the correct way. And so what we're going to do is simplify the left side of this equation by using the distributive property. So we get x squared plus 5x is equal to 14. Now what we're trying to do here is use the zero product property. And the zero product property tells us if we have a factor of a times another factor of b, so the product of two factors, and it equals 0, then what we know is that a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0 or both. And this property is really dependent on the product of a and b equaling 0, the product of the two factors. And so we need to get 0 on one side of the equation. And so what we're going to do is subtract 14 to both sides. And so x squared plus 5x minus 14 is equal to 0. Now what we need to do is factor the quadratic expression on the left, which the factors are x plus 7 and x minus 2. Now we're going to apply that zero product property, and we notice that the first factor, a, is x plus 7, and the second factor, b, is x minus 2. And so we're now going to set them both equal to 0. So x plus 7 is equal to 0, or x minus 2 is equal to 0, giving us solutions of x is equal to negative 7, or x is equal to positive 2. Now, taking a few minutes to talk about error prevention and what unfortunately I see all too often, and it pains me to see this, but I see students taking the equation of x times the quantity x plus 5 equals 14, and I see students taking those factors on the left side that exist right now and setting them each equal to 14. And that is very much incorrect. So please don't ever do that. Because again, they're trying to use, or I think they're trying to use the zero product property, but that zero product property is dependent on 0 being on the right side. In other words, 0 being the constant that the product of those two factors is equal to. And in this case, it's equal to 14, and so that property does not apply. So again, what you're trying to do here is to get a quadratic expression equal to 0 in order to apply the strategy of factoring to solve a quadratic equation. All right, guys, good luck. I hope that this helps in your Module 1A homework assignment and also